What's that? It's not even Christmas and you're ho-ho-hoing. Say hello to the people.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Your Manchester.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It doesn't feel like 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago, we were sat here with last week's guest.
No, it does drag.
I know, I do. And now we're back again, doing it all over again. Now, since last week's episode, I've seen something absolutely... Hold on.
What?
Wicked.
Oh.
I've seen something absolutely wicked. It was absolutely amazing. I thought it was brilliant. And will you be seeing it, Mark?
Absolutely not.
Oh, it is fabulous, though. It's part one. It's based on a musical that on stage, when it arrives in Manchester
Yes,
next
I saw
week,
the musical.
Right. It only takes an hour and 25 minutes to get through the entire thing.
Yes.
However, this version,
Yes.
2 hours and 25 Act 1, and the next one's not out till next November.
No. I did see the musical.
Did you?
I saw it in London. Have you heard of that place?
London.
In London. At the Victoria
London?
Palace. And I'm afraid I wasn't taken with it.
You weren't taken with it?
No.
What did you not like about it?
I can't remember. I was bored rigid.
Everybody defying gravity.
They were, but no, it wasn't for me, I'm afraid. So no, I won't be going to see the motion picture.
The motion picture. We want to know your thoughts, so put your comments down below in our comments section.
Yes. We've got a multitude of discussions today. We're talking theatre.
We're talking Coronation Street, and we're talking security at Christmas.
Yes, I may even have a moan about parking. But most importantly, we get to
What's
talk
bugging you about parking? Talk to me. What's bothering you about parking? I need to know.
Well, now, I came to... Where did we go the other night? Went to see Blood Brothers.
Because it's not very often we see our Mark a little bit infuriated.
I am infuriated.
You are, aren't you?
I'm very infuriated.
Now, why?
Why is it so difficult to park in Manchester? I came to see you, and I'm blaming you. I came to see you to go to the theatre, didn't I? Went to park in my usual multi-storey car park, closed.
Yes.
Now they've announced the multi-storey car park, which is quite awful, in the Northern Quarter, is superfluous to requirements, closing. Now, the other night, I read in a regional newspaper.
Yes.
The theatre critic there, Diane Bourne,
Yes.
parks in the car park behind the Palace Theatre.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when you exit, shutters go up, you see, it recognises your number plates.
Right.
They all got stuck in the car park because the thing wasn't working. They tried to find a number to ring up for help, couldn't find any numbers. They all got stuck in the car park. Why is it...
trapped?
Yes, a man had to force the shutters open. And as Diane said, if she'd been on her own, what do you do then? Why is it so blooming difficult to park your car in Manchester? You pay a fortune when you get one. You've got to have apps and
It's technology.
whatever.
That's the problem, technology.
And there's no one there to help you.
Now,
if
I don't
anything
drive
goes
very
wrong.
often, right? But when I drive, I park in these parking things, and I don't use real cash anymore. Everything's done on my card. It's all done on my phone.
Yes.
Right? Well, if you're parking, you've got to be part of this app that links up with that just to pay. You can't just tap anymore. Even with that, you've got to put your license plates in. Well, I hire cars. I haven't got a clue.
No, exactly. And I went to Bradford to see a show not so long ago. Parked there. Oh, you've got to have an app. Doesn't take any money. You have to download the app. I go on, download the app. The next day, I got a notification to say they'd taken £50 out of my PayPal account.
Right, £50?
Yes, and when I went in to check it, it was set up to say £50 a day, and it was a scam. Somebody had put a sticker over the thing. So you see, you're relying on these things. I would have got a fine for parking because it wasn't the correct app, but I used the QR code. It was a fake one. Luckily, I stopped it, if you Google that, you'll find that's happening all over the place because we're utterly reliant on technology, and you're making people think, I need to make a quick decision, I need to park, I've got to do this.
Yeah, because you normally park, you need to get where you've got to get to. That's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I appreciate we've all got to use public transport, we're not allowed to use cars, but that's not always possible. Why is it so blinking difficult?
Well, moving swiftly on from that, Mark.
Yes, we're talking all things bumps with Manchester's 53-2. That's all about Jessie, who after struggling with losing her mother is contending with her stepmother Janine.
That's right. Now this is set against a Christmas backdrop, that one.
Is it really?
Yes,
Who'd have thought it?
There's a theme today, to be honest with you. That's right, ladies and gents. We're heading back to the cobbles to talk with the residents of the street for some more sneak peek exclusives from our time on their festive setup a couple of weeks ago.
I know.
Hey, it's all going on. Oh, it's going to be sad though, isn't it?
Why is it going to be sad?
Well, because there's going to be no more Gale.
No, that's right. Helen Worth is... Well, she's finished now, really,
finished.
hasn't she? She's filmed the last scene.
She's had all the good awards, though, this week.
Yes, Jack P. Shepherd, who plays David.
Had his haircut, especially for her.
He has. Did he get an award for having his haircut? That's amazing.
He's quite an handsome chap, you know, when he brushes up on himself.
Yes.
Sometimes he looks like he could sell the big issue, but sometimes it looks like he could be absolutely beautiful. Really, he could. So that's rather sweet, isn't it?
Yes, so we're looking forward to all that. And finally, we'll be talking security with Chris Smith, the owner of C&D Security Limited, who's here to offer us all some tips for staying safe in the city over the festive period.
Here's how your show's looking. First up today, I'm back on the cobbles talking all things BTS, that's behind the scenes.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
Behind the scenes, with 3 very well-known members of the cast. Now, it was a great day.
Was it?
It's fabulous. I got to sit on a sofa.
Oh.
And I got to enter down the nice alleyway of Coronation Street.
Oh, you were taking up the back passage, were you?
Was I? Just going into it, Rovers. Here, fancy seeing you here, love. How are you?
Hey, God, come in the back way, did you?
Normally do. How are you?
I'm very good.
Oh, you're
it's
all
nice
right.
to have you all here. Christmas decorations up, just for you.
Well, it's Christmas for us, but it's, I suppose, you're...
Christmas has actually been and
You're
gone.
near Easter,
I
aren't
was
you?
just saying, we did Christmas about a month ago, but we had to do a pickup scene, so it's got redressed for Christmas today.
No.
We're already at like the end of January, I think.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's pretty.
Isn't it nice in here? It's
It's
posh.
lovely, I know.
It's
Carla's always done
lovely.
very well for herself, hasn't
Yeah, nice bit of velvet.
she? I know.
You always know you've
Yeah, it's
made
very
it with a bit
classy.
of
Do you
Do
velvet.
you remember when studios used to be cold?
No, it is quite warm in here today, actually.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
though?
toasty.
Sometimes it can get cold.
But it can get too warm as well because we shoot 10 weeks ahead of schedule of what's
you
on
10 weeks
screen.
ahead?
So we're wearing winter coats when it's actually summer.
Oh, no.
So when you're in here with a
Yeah.
coat and a scarf on in August,
It's boiling.
although not this August because the weather was shite.
We haven't had a
God,
summer
was
this
it?
year,
No.
have we?
Terrible.
No, it's a lovely experience. So when you're filming, right, so when you're doing your acting, like what you do's, right, and you're looking to where everybody else is stood there, what are you seeing? How many people are you seeing stood dotted about?
Oh, you never break down the fourth wall, darling.
Never. Good
Never.
Lord.
I mean, we don't see it, do we?
No,
we
it doesn't
just
exist.
pretend that it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not there. Yes.
She's got posh, everybody. I don't know exactly where she's got
I don't
posh.
know what happened there.
What do you see really, though?
Well, it's dark, obviously. The lights are lit this way, so
Right.
for us it is very dark. But you
So
can
it's not
see...
as bright as this, then?
Oh, no. These lights go off.
Are they
and then it'll
called
just be
workers?
These are called the workers, yes. Very good.
Thank you.
She knows her stuff.
Not workers.
And pretty much everyone else is sat at monitors, aren't they, while
Yeah.
while we're actually shooting. So you've got
Yeah.
directors that will be in a booth, like probably down the other end of the building, with the sound mixer.
So you come from your dressing room, right? You come onto set.
Yeah.
Do you have a rehearsal? Do you have time to work
Yeah,
it all
so
out?
we'll say a little hello.
Yeah.
We will do a line run.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we will do a block, so we work out how the scene's going to move. Then we will do that, and it's called a crew show. So we will show the crew what we're going to do. So then the camera department and sound department can work out where they need to be to capture the various bits. And then you'll probably do maybe 3, or it depends on the scene, but 3 different setups.
Yeah.
So they might shoot a wide, a mid, and then a close-up.
Right.
And then potentially cutaways if you need to see, I don't know, a hand picking up a mug or
A phone.
a phone or whatever it is, yeah.
Because there was a lot of hoo-ha, weren't there, years ago, that basically you were taken down from your dressing room, plonked in the set, do your thing, and then you'd forget that one and you'd move on to the next thing. Is it not like that?
Of course it is, yeah, because if you're doing 10 or 12 scenes in
Yeah.
a day, you've got to motor on.
I can't get... So how are you finding it, love? You still enjoying life?
Yeah.
You're doing all right. You've got your own pub again.
For how long, though?
Oh, the dramas.
Well, Carla's going to want that money back at some point.
She's not allowed it.
True.
She's not allowed it.
True.
She can sew it into a knickers and
She's
get lost,
paid.
can't she?
She'd be
That's what I
paid.
say. There's no point, is there? What's money? What's money? It's not like you're running off, is it?
No.
You're only across the road.
Yeah, and she knows that. We are blood related. Well, yeah, kind of married related. Yeah. I'm a Connor.
Connor, yeah.
This is weird still. I still find it weird being called Connor.
Do you? Do you know what I would find more weird being you?
being anywhere near a tram.
I still get lost though. I think what studio I'm in? 3. Where's 3? Where's...
Well, because also they move sets sometimes from, say, Studio 1 to Studio 6.
Do they?
And so you'll go down to Studio 1 where it's been for a year and you'll think, "Ooh, where is everyone?" And then you'll realise that you're in the wrong studio and have to... A speed dial used to be next door where the knicker shop now, the knicker factory now is.
Factory, yeah.
And then they moved that into Studio 2. Yeah.
There's too many things going on. In mind you, I suppose when you break it down, your characters go into that place, and that's probably one place it'll go over than the communal places like the Rovers, isn't it? So you've got your place where you kind of...
Well, I don't know, we all go everywhere pretty
yeah,
much.
we're all over the shop, aren't we?
There's very few sets that I don't think I have worked on, really. Because you bob into each other's houses, or you meet in Roy's, or you'll have a pint in the Rovers, or you'll have dinner at the bistro, or when I've done scenes at your hotel where we've sat having a...
Who's the worst for corpsing? Because it's got to happen, hasn't it? The pressure of it all must make you laugh in itself.
It does. It depends on who you're working with, because there are certain collections of people that probably
just can't
make
work with
me
because
laugh more than others.
That's it.
And
you just
so,
try and get on as best
yeah.
you can, don't you?
Right.
But have fun.
We better get in our booth
And have
then.
some mulled wine and a mince pie.
Oh, you're very hospitable.
Right.
Thank you very
I've been
much.
slaving away.
Homemade. Come on.
Well,
I can't believe it.
I can.
It's all getting good, isn't it?
Isn't it? What an exciting Christmas it's going to be.
It's going to be all fun and games. Two lovely, lovely people was on that sofa. Daniel Brocklebank and, of course, Sue Devaney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite out of those two?
Well, I don't like favourites, but Sue Devaney.
Sue, yes. Well, I mean, she's all over the papers this week.
She has. Are we allowed to say now what's fully...
Well, I mean, they haven't confirmed it, of course, because it's a leak, I think.
It's a leak.
Yes.
Like a dodgy bit of plumbing.
Yes.
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 Still,
So, yeah.
I hope to God it's not true.
Yes.
I really do. She's absolutely the best thing on that programme.
I know. I'd be very sorry to see Sue leave the show.
Well, I would. Oh, it's terrible. You feel you're getting somewhere with that programme.
But then if I said, oh, they're taking you in to replace her, you'd be all for it. So that's the fickle world of show business.
Oh, that's
isn't
quite
it?
right. Now, Flowers, we are joined by Chris Smith of C&D Security.
Beginning 3 years ago, C&D Security prioritised keeping clients safe. The business has quickly grown to become one of the most sought-out security industry specialists, even by us.
It is, definitely. Now, their mission is to work with venues and organisations to promote the LGBTQ plus community and provide welcome spaces.
Yes. So joining us now to talk about keeping safe is Chris. Hello.
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 Listen, we've brought you back in because your company seems to be literally going from stride to mountain to the top of a cliff now. It's all just getting better and better. What's been the success over the last, well, let's say 12 months?
So the past 12 months, we've obviously grown quite a lot more. So we've got a very good footprint on Canal Street, as you already know.
Yeah.
We serve probably about 80% of Canal Street. So we're venturing out into Piccadilly. We're doing quite a lot of apartments where students are as well. So we've got a good footprint around there as well.
So why are people approaching you then, as say, opposed to other companies? What is making you stand out?
So we employ people that are suitable for the job. Unlike other providers that I've worked with in the past, they just see somebody with an SIA licence and just put them on a door or a venue. We actually take pride in the staff that we actually put out there. That's it, really.
So you've hit the headlines in the past helping the police, haven't you, with
Yes.
sort of spotting people within the village. So is that the kind of thing that gives you most pride in the job?
Yeah, because we work hand in hand with Greater Manchester Police and Manchester City Council as well, so we're normally first on hand to receive information and updates from Greater Manchester Police. So because we're always in the village, I've got a team of managers and team of supervisors that are always in the village, they know who to look out for, and then word gets around that we're helping them and making the streets safer for the public to come out and have an enjoyable evening.
And a lot of people are saying that yours isn't just that you don't just employ people, you're employing people to be part of the family of this unit. Would you say it's like a family?
Yeah, it is, because unlike other security companies in the village, you don't really get to see any managers, you don't get to see the director of the company. I'm not like that. You'll see me every weekend. 9 times out of 10, you'll see me all week. My husband at home gets fed up of it because I'm never home. So I'm always in the village or stood on a site, working alongside with people. So it is part of a family. I don't want to get to that point that it's not family orientated, because I want the staff to feel welcome and that they can speak to me about anything.
Now, for people coming into the city centre or any city centre, what are your top tips for keeping safe?
So be careful of your surroundings, see who's around. You don't know who's lurking in the background. If you're unsafe or unsure of something, go and speak to one of the door supervisors on the venue, whether it be a C&D member of staff or another venue and that we don't run. But all staff should be trained in how to deal with unwanted attention if you're getting any unwanted attention.
But I think a lot of people would be a bit hesitant about coming speaking to a door member. I mean, you've not got the companies, the door people themselves haven't got the best reputations, have they? This is where your company's different, I feel.
Yeah, because years ago you used to see big doormen stood on the door, and I don't follow that stereotype. We've got probably about, I'd say at least about 40% of my staff are female, so it's easier sometimes to go and speak from a female to go speak to a female. A lad might want to go and speak to a mother figure. You know Edith, you've dealt with Edith quite a lot.
Yes.
So she gets quite a lot of the younger generation going up to speaking to her because she's like a mother sort of thing, and they confide their problems sometimes into her. So we've got an open policy that anybody can come and speak to us. We're not just stood there as the doorman looking all angry with a sour face on them.
And now your staff are trained in first aid and all kinds of things, aren't they? But is psychology really the key thing?
Not really. So we watch what's going on around us, and we're reading the people as they're coming up. And sometimes, because we've got a lot of people that have got lots of experience on the door, we're watching out for the people, the mannerisms and stuff like that. So it's a bit of psychological thinking.
So keeping safe within our city then, if you're perhaps out on your own doing a bit of sneaky shopping for somebody in your family and you're walking home, I mean, what are the ways to best make sure that you're safe getting home?
So try and stay in well-lit areas. Don't be walking like down the darkness of the canal and stuff like that. As I said before, we work well with Manchester City Council. Manchester City Council have got an app called Walk Safe now. You can download that on iOS or Android, and if your friends have it, you can always, it tells you the best way to walk, and it gives it like an estimated time of when you'll be home, and it alerts your friends when you're not, if you're going off course sort of thing.
And just going on to, you were mentioning before about the courses that you run. These courses aren't just for people that work for you. Anybody can get involved.
Yeah, so we obviously have a training centre. We're awarded, our awarding body is Highfields. So anybody can come and do a first aid course, a door course, anything like that.
And if people have kind of work functions and all that kind of stuff, is that the sort of thing that you would get involved in? Do you do those sort of contracts?
Yeah, so we do ad hoc work for like buildings that are having Christmas functions and stuff like that. Or we even did a funeral a couple of weeks ago in Wimslow. So it's not just Manchester or Greater Manchester, it's Cheshire as well that we go out to.
Yeah. Well, they looked after us and Miss Barbara Knox.
Absolutely, they did, definitely, yeah. You are getting a reputation for being the best in this factor. Yeah. What do all those that are kind of watching, what do you feel perhaps they're missing out on that you're kind of doing better?
It's basically an open and honest policy. So I work with some of the biggest venues on Canal Street, and it's about being available and open and honest with them, not hiding behind a team of managers. At the end of the day, the venues are paying us to do a service, so we need to deliver that service. If we're not delivering it, they're not going to use us. So my clients will always say that if you're working with Chris, he'll be open and honest, and he'll be available.
Okay, and finally, of course, there'll be people watching this that'll be thinking perhaps this is the job for them. If they want to get involved with this company, how do they go about doing that?
So if you want to do a security course or any sort of first aid course, you can go on our website and contact us through that.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
It's nice to know we find. It's the old image, isn't it? You think of the Hale and Pace, the two characters from there, or the two characters from Phoenix Nights. You think that is your stereotype.
So it's a meathead.
Meathead. And it's not with your company, is it?
No, it's
so,
not.
it's so much more friendlier.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say your company sometimes bypass that and go to absolute nuttiness.
Yeah.
Which is great, isn't it? It's what you want. Friendly faces on the door before you get in there. Because it all adds to the ambience of having a night out, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. For now, though, thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We're now joined by Bump stars Beth Lily Banks and Elliot Parchment Morrison, and who was interviewing them?
So it's myself, Belinda Eileen Scandal Tariq, or as we say, interviewed by the best.
Well, I think I'm laughing inside, trust me. Bumps is written by Megan Hickey.
Oh, I love a hickey. It's a festive musical that's bound to get you in the festive spirit.
Is it? Well, let's have that festive interview for the festive spirit.
Ho, ho, ho. And joining us now from that fantastic show coming your way very, very soon is these lovely people. Introduce yourselves and tell everybody what your part is within this show.
Hi, I'm Beth Lily Banks and I play Jessie in Bumps.
I'm Elliot Parchment Morrison and I play Luke in Bumps.
Now tell us, what is Bumps all about? It's getting a lot of interesting press around it at the moment.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I guess it's sort of a tale about coming of age and I guess sort of life and love through birth to adulthood and then back to birth again.
It seems to have a lot of interesting themes built into this. As always, these kind of shows, they're kind of not tongue-in-cheek, but they obviously have a lot of heart built into the writing of them. Would you say that's a fair comment?
Absolutely. I think the Megan's writing is full of jokes. It's full of heart. There's all sorts of like heartwarming scenes mixed with like really fast-paced sort of like overlapping dialogue. It's such an exciting show.
So how did you guys come to be involved within this show then?
Well, I obviously heard about it through the Fab 53.2 and Megan is a friend of mine and she's written this musical. I mean, it's gone from being a short scene, it's then been adapted to full length and it was originally written for TV and then it's been readapted again and reimagined for the stage. And obviously with the music of the Fab Ollie Mills. So it's a really, really exciting project and yeah, buzzing to be a part of it.
So have you guys both been involved with this then since its first conception as a small scene in fact?
I've only just joined the cast. I knew Ollie, the writer of all these wonderful songs. We worked together on a previous project and he got in contact with me and said that I should audition for the part. And then, yeah, we've been in rehearsals since Monday, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was in the original short scene. So I've witnessed it sort of go from what it was originally to now what it is, this large scale production.
And how does that feel for you then to see it kind of almost be given birth to and develop and grow?
It's been wild. I couldn't at first envision how it was going to look as a musical, but now I can't imagine it as anything other than a musical. It just works so well.
So what kind of songs and what kind of genre of music is this musical bringing us?
Christmas music.
Yeah. Christmas cheesy music, called Christmas sort of Edwardian Victorian music.
No, we're talking very like folky, light-hearted. There's a lot of comedy in the music as well. Hopefully you can laugh along and maybe even sing along. Who knows? Without too many spoilers.
Oh, so there is spoilers then. So at the height of this then, why should people be investing their money to come down to 53.2 and join you for an evening of this show?
Well, I think that this show is just full of heart and soul, Christmas spirit and jokes, and it's a show for everyone just to come along and, you know, forget all the things going on outside and just enjoy the Christmas spirit. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, there's enough doom and gloom in the world, and especially at Christmas time, we need to be transported to a place where it is just joy and light and laughter, and we think that our show could bring you a little taste of that. So
okay, then where do people get tickets for this, and how do people get tickets?
So if you go to 532.com/what's on, you can find the tickets on there, straight up at the top on the link.
Excellent. Well, we are looking forward to this one. Everybody, make sure you check this one out. Here's the link for you now. And thank you very much to you two. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, is that marvellous? Now, we only have 100 tickets left for our special show at Lowry on the 2nd of February next year. Well, if it was this year, you'd have missed it. So be sure to grab one fast.
That's right.
What is that special show?
Well, would you know what a marvellous Christmas present that would be? That would be me,
Yes.
as in your Manchester conglomerate, interviewing
Yes.
Kimmy Woodburn.
Kim Woodburn,
Kimmy,
lovely.
we're friends now.
Oh, Kimmy.
Yes, she came and did my pelmets the other week.
She did not.
She did my pelmets with a dustbuster.
You haven't got any pelmets for a start.
I have. I've got a lovely set of curtains, but thank God for culottes. Now, listen.
So it's Kim Woodburn.
Kim Woodburn. Yes, at Lowry.
Yes.
2nd of February 2025.
Yes.
Tickets are available. Listen, the other event that me and you will be going to, because we're of the right age, right?
Yes.
Is a thing called the Brat Arena Tour 2024.
I love that. I love Brat Pitt and Bratwurst.
Now, this I'm ignoring. This will be Charlie XCX.
What? What's that?
As
Is that drugs?
today announced details of her, that's good. That's,
Right.
2024 UK Arena Tour, encompassing the biggest ever headline shows in the UK. The newly announced dates will see Charlie with no E playing Manchester in November and support her highly anticipated forthcoming new album, Brat, with special guest Shy Girl. So get tickets for that.
No idea.
Not a
what
clue.
You just said.
They all wear green. That's why our lighting guy put green on.
Who
the back
does?
of us. The Brats. Listen, thanks for watching this wonderful show. Make sure you check out our podcast, everybody. Do you know what we're talking about anymore?
Is Dorothy Squires coming to Manchester?
No.
That would be. You know, at least I know what that is.
Oh, do you?
Dorothy Squires. Oh, yes.
Gotta say it with flowers.
Say it with flowers, yeah.
Yes. Listen, thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm guessing by now the majority of our age group will be back at their lovely home that they've got to with a
lock and
minibus
key.
that says sunshine on the side. But anyway, if you're not and you're still travelling, watching this, whatever you're doing, please take care of yourselves. And remember, if you are thinking about drink driving, then please make sure you've got a car. Till we meet again, thanks for watching this week's episode of
Your Manchester.
So that'll be quite good, won't it?
Well, I haven't a clue what it is, do you?
I don't even care.
No.